Hi YouTube, Splatter Trigger here. I'm going to start this video off with some dialogue, basically, before I get to the good stuff. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you and congratulate Retrocalypse on getting your 100 subscribers. Actually, 115 last I checked. Pretty fast in a pretty short time, and that's pretty damn amazing. Congratulations, buddy. Good for you. And I also want to thank you for show some appreciation for some of those subscribers that you've actually sent my way, because apparently Saturday night, because Sunday morning I woke up and basically I had about an hour and a half to answer everybody's questions and at least try to check out at least 1 to 2 videos on their channels. And I'm loving this community that I seem to be being accepted into, of a lot of collectors and older gamers and whatnot. What this video basically is about, too, besides the shout out to Retrocalypse, is that I've been kind of teasing him that I found another treasure in my garage, which I'm almost basically done going through. I told him I found the old school strat guide to a very popular Super Nintendo game, so I'm gonna show you that at the end. But at first, you found a couple other old strat guides. I have a bunch of other strat guides, but I'm only showing you guys the older ones right now. First and foremost, I used to have a Nintendo Power subscription up until 1998 from its conception, and the small issues of, I don't remember the name of the magazine, but it's what led into Nintendo Power. I remember one issue having Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the cover, and I collected, basically. I got rid of them all in a tag sale, but I had that much magazines, and I had a lot of the strat guides from resubscribing, you know, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, and I just got a couple of those issues I want to show you, but the final one is the strat guide that I'm kind of teasing Retrocalypse with there about. Okay, so here we go. Let's try to check these out. Super Mario Bros. 2 strat guide. I think this came with the first issue of Nintendo Power. This is part 1. I actually have 2 copies of this. It's in alright. One of these is in alright decent shape. I'm just gonna do a quick flip through. I actually have 2 copies because when I subscribed to Nintendo Power, when I was, you know, back in '89 or '88, whenever they first started coming out, my brother and I, he was a year younger than me. Our father actually had us have a double subscription, so we each got an issue for the first 2 years. But basically what happened was we beat the crap out of one issue, and then the other one was kept in very good condition, which is why this one still kind of got some tape on it, and this one's in much better condition because it was taken care of. Sadly, all those Nintendo Powers are gone. But I did resubscribe back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s almost, well, 2003 or whatever, when they gave that Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube, because you can get it for $19.99 for a year subscription. Still got that freaking thing sealed. Alright. Now this is the only copy I have of part 2. Now I do have more strat guides downstairs, like I said before, but I'm just showing like the really, really old school ones here that I found. Let's do a quick flip. The camera only allows me 10 minutes of video, so in the first shot I took at this, I used it all up, so I'm trying to go a little faster here. Super Mario Bros. 3 strat guide. $3.50 or free with the subscription. I love the cartoons and the drawings in here. Old school Nintendo Power Red. This is Mario Mania. Basically what this guide is a history of Mario Brothers up into Super Mario World, and it's a strat guide basically for Super Mario World, but it's got a brief history in here up until that point, obviously. Done in 1991, it says. In many worlds of Mario. Let's see, star and roles, every game up to the point that he was allegedly in. Cameos. Yeah, I'm trying to try to go fast. You know, the arcades. Just so you guys get a gist of it. Alright, the last strat guide I got here is what I've been kind of teasing. Like I said, I've been teasing Retrocalypse with about... I hope I keep pronouncing your name right there, but if I'm not, I apologize. So, without much further suspense or fanfare, I'm just... Oh, before I even do this, I forgot. This was actually one of my favorite Super Nintendo games of all time. Unfortunately, I believe the series has completely fallen off. I think it's done. It's complete garbage now, in my personal opinion. You know, they've done games for PlayStation and Game Boy Advance and a DS, and you know, the PlayStation version wasn't too bad, but the rest of them, I don't even want to try the ones on the DS because they just don't pique my interest anymore. But all right, let's just get to it. Secret of Mana. This strat guide was one of the earliest strat guides done by Prima. It's not even under the Prima's name. It's just a sub-company of theirs that's, you know, done by Prima. It's official strat guide. It's all in black and white. You know, as you can see. However, the center, it's sad because these aren't really, they haven't stayed in the binding over time, but it's got every monster. Or the bosses. I'm sorry. The sprites, the hit points. I love these drawings and whatnot. That's how they did this. It's too bad the whole strat guide wasn't done as colorful. A couple of the maps in the last few levels are in color. Mode 7 graphics. Couldn't go wrong with those. Those are beautiful back in the day. That's about it. And that was it right there. I hope you enjoyed it. On another note, I'm going to be almost done with the garage. There might be a few titles hanging around that I haven't gotten to yet. But what we're going to do is... The next one's probably going to... next video I do is probably going to be a Super Nintendo one. Probably a 1 or 2-parter. I have a ton of Genesis games I found, so it'll probably be at least a 2-parter. I found a few titles to the Sega 32X, Saturn, and Sega CD. Unfortunately, only 3 of those titles out of like the 10 I found combined across those 3 systems are actually like pretty cool titles. The rest are just like generic sports games or popular games that every gamer, you know, every mainstream gamer had back then. And I contacted my younger brother because he actually has my collections of the TurboGrafx 16 and CD, GameCube import and domestic, and what was the other one he had? Oh, the original NES cards, and he's going to be bringing those back to me in July, so I'll be able to do a few vids of those. Also, I uncovered my PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and Xbox collection. There's not many Xbox games there, but I definitely do want a PlayStation 1 because there's a ton of old school RPGs and shooters, bullet shooters that I found, and they'll blow your mind, and they're all kept in excellent condition. Plus, there's a lot of working designs titles in my PlayStation 1 collection that I'd love to showcase. So stay tuned, and once again, congratulations for Retrocalypse, and I hope to hear from you soon. I hope to see that shout-out video of yours, alright? Take care, everyone.